It's been shipped, speculated, and many believe it should have and could have been the most unlikely relationship within the Harry Potter story. So, could Draco Malfoy and Hermione Granger actually have worked out as a couple?
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. One only remembers to turn on the light.
Draco Malfoy and Hermione Granger, two people who are so far apart that it could actually make sense that they could work out as a couple. Like opposites attract sort of thing. Except this wasn't just opposites in some ways, it was every way imaginable. Now, we've read that quote that Draco secretly liked Hermione and only insulted her to keep face, that he knew they'd never be accepted together, and so on. So, if by some miracle Draco and Hermione decided to be together, let's look at what would happen on both sides. Okay, let's start with Hermione first. So, after being called a filthy mudblood, the worst, most derogatory name one can call a muggleborn, Hermione somehow manages to let that slide and forgive Draco. And don't forget, Draco also hoped she'd be the next victim of the basilisk too. But let's move forward. Harry and Ron would both be furious. Not only did he try to bully them both for years, he was Harry's rival. Draco became a Death Eater and single-handedly repaired the vanishing cabinet that let the Death Eaters into Hogwarts, which ultimately led to Dumbledore's death. Ron, don't forget, loved Hermione at this point also, so he'd be heartbroken, and I genuinely believe he'd never speak to Hermione again. Harry, on the other hand, knows Hermione tries to see the best in people, but he just can't see any good in Malfoy. He begins to wonder and question when this relationship all started. When Hermione met with Draco, and his entire trust in her would be shaken, and I don't see any way back for their friendship. Or what about the Weasleys? Ginny, for one, would also be shocked at Hermione, rather angry, like the others, struggling to see what's going through her friend's head. Don't forget, Draco played a huge part in key areas of the Second Wizarding War. Now, that's just Hermione's side. Let's look at Draco's side. For starters, his parents would be furious, as he'd be the first Malfoy in his family's history to be with a Muggleborn. It would be an absolute outrage and embarrassment to his father, and everyone associated with Lucius. He would lose the respect of his peers and become something of a laughingstock, and Lucius would not accept that. I think he'd go to the point of considering disowning Draco. However, Narcissa would not allow it. She'd simply forbid it, on all grounds. She would stop Draco from seeing Hermione. No matter how much he wanted to be with her, his parents would never let him be happy, offer no support, and refuse to ever be in Hermione's presence. Draco's friends would not be too angry, I don't believe. They'd just mock him and taunt him for his decision to be with a Muggleborn. However, they'd disassociate themselves with Draco eventually, as they would not want to ever be socially in Hermione's presence. So, as you can see, Draco and Hermione will always just be a fan-made ship. It would never happen between them in reality. There's so much consequence and backlash that they could never work as a couple. Love, in this case, doesn't conquer all. Thank you very much for watching today's video, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you like it, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up, as it helps the video out in a great deal. And if you feel like my channel has earned your subscription, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much again for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.